Hello, you are welcome to Hallelujah Forex, where we trade the trend and teach people how to trade Forex and to make profits. I am Dr. Nibucho Chrysolite. There's a question on board, and I believe I pray I make justice to this question. I pray I'm clear about the question, and I pray that you understand. And this is the question: how much should you use to start trading real money? Or how much money should you use to invest in Forex trading for the initial period, for the first time? How much should you use to start trading real money? I'll be very, very practical, and I will use my experience more and a little experience of what other people have gone through to teach or to speak on this particular topic. First, I want you to make sure that you start trading by using what is known as paper money. So when you go to the internet, there are Forex, there are many companies who have the wherewithal. I mean they have the trading platform like Blueberry and so on. There are some who will give you the ability to start to trade with paper money. Paper money means fake money or money that is not real. For you to be able to learn and understand what Forex trading is, I will not advise you to start trading with real money, with your own cash. No, you have to study, you have to learn it for some period. And I will counsel that you use about 6 to 1 year to learn the Forex trading, to understand what is Forex, to know what the ups and downs of Forex. But Forex trading is not only profit. And I want you to know, Forex, about 90% of Forex traders lose money. It's only about 10% who make money. When you make money in Forex, the money is big. If you have the money to invest. I want to repeat again. About 90% of Forex traders, not those who use paper, 90% of Forex traders lose money. And it's only 10% who make profit. Like I said, I will counsel you to start learning the paper money for about 6 months to 1 year and so on. And this will help you this will help your patience level. You know, many people are greedy. I will not say I'm not a greedy person. It will help your greed level when you put paper money, and you start and you realize that you are winning. And so whether you are losing, it will help your patience level, it will help your discipline level, it will help your greed level, it will teach you about your fear of losing and the excitement of winning. I want you to know that there are some people or some who advise that take about 3, 4, 5 years to study. I know somebody personally. It's my son. It's my son. Not my main son, but my son. And this boy told me that I've been using about 7 years now to be studying Forex. He started studying Forex when he was in university, and he's still studying Forex. Now it's about the 10th year. And he said he's still studying Forex. He's still studying Forex. Yes, he has time for Forex. And he's doing this, and he believes that when he's able to understand the Forex very well, he will win. Oh, it's good to spend time to trade Forex. It's good to spend time to trade. I use some few months, I think between 4 and 5 months to study Forex. But I've been trading Forex for about 3 to 4 years now. I've been trading Forex with real money for 3 to 4 years now. I want you to know something. I've just started making profits. Hello? I'm now consistently becoming consistently profitable for 3 to 4 years. The first money I put inside was $1,000, and I lost. How much should you put into Forex trading? Many will advise you to put between $10,000 and $50,000. $10,000 to $50,000. But how many people have $10,000 to $50,000 to invest into Forex trading? Practically, I would advise that if you have the cash, just start with $1,000. I practiced with $2,000. That is paper money for some months, and I put $1,000 inside, and I lost all. I think I lost $1,000 in three months, and you can tell what I went through. That $1,000, and I told myself that I practiced with $2,000. Why didn't I have the patience to get to the $2,000? But when I had the $1,000, I started practice. So that was I started blaming myself for practicing with $2,000 paper money and then putting $1,000 real money into it. I want you to know that pricing with $2,000 does not mean that when you put $1,000 inside you cannot profit. But most of the time it is very okay that the proper money you use to practice with, you have to start with that one, because you are sure you are a little conversant with that, with the nuances of the $2,000 or the $1,000 or the $5,000. I priced with $2,000, like I said, with paper money, and I started with $1,000 and I lost all. And the main reason why I lost was not because I didn't know how to trade. It was due to impatience on my side and greed. Yes, I mean greed. Sometimes you trade and the following day you realize that this trade, you put maybe $100 in a trade, and you come and then the following day or some few hours, the $100 has turned to $150. That is where the greed comes. You need to be disciplined to know that the trading might be coming down, or if you are winning, maybe the time you traded and you had that 150. If you want to trade more, the trade will have been coming to the losing end. So you need discipline, you need to remove greed, you need patience, you need to remove fear. There's some minor issues. I had to train myself with a smaller account just to help my weaknesses, impatience, greed, and so on. And personally, I want you to know that I can make profits with an amount of $50. I can make profits for an amount of $1,000. And like I told you, presently, I'm consistently making profits. But for 4 years, I lost a lot of money. The other thing to consider that will determine the amount you can trade with is this. We have scalping. You have about 4 types of trading. You have scalping, where you do it at a 1 minute time frame. I hope you have come to study about, you've gone to my other lessons. Then you understand what I mean by 1 minute time frame, 5 minutes, and so on. There are lower time frames. Some people go to the trading and they set the time frame on 1 minute. When you set the time frame on 1 minute, 5 minutes, so on, you're actually doing scalping. So whether you are scalping or you are doing the day trading, or doing the swing trading, or you are doing positional trading, it will determine the amount that you put inside. I don't do scalping. I've tried scalping before and I lost. I don't do day trading. I did day trading, I lost. And I'm not saying people are not making millions from scalping. I know somebody who is making millions from scalping, but I don't have that patience at that time. I don't have the time where I have to sit behind the computer for hours because I'm scalping. I'm on the minutes time frame or 5 minutes time frame. I don't do day trading. Day trading, there are millionaires in day trading. Everyone has his ups and downs. When you talk of day trading, it means that you are closing the trading in the trading day. Do you understand? The trading day from 8:30 to 5 o'clock, the normal working hours, you start the trade and you make sure you close it. It's called day trading, or a fewer hours in the day. I do the swing trading, and swing trading is you trade and you can close the trade in a day or 3 days or 1 week. If you are making profits, you just leave it. You see, I do swing trading. Then we have positional trading that closes in some few days, in a week, months, and so on. So depending upon the trading you are doing, that can determine the amount of cash you put into the trading. And like I said, I do swing trading. And I think the most safest trading to me is day trading. The only trading I've not tried is positional trading, because I don't have so much cash to put into positional trading, where my money will be locked up for 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month, 3 months, 5 months, 6 months. No, I don't have that kind of cash. So the amount of money that you have can determine the type of trading you will indulge in. You can scam with a little cash, but I don't scam. I don't like it. I do swing trading like I told you. You can start with $50, even though practically it is safer to start with a larger money. Listen, I said you can start with $50, even though practically it is safer to start with a larger money, maybe a minimum of $1,000. Yes, unless you have been able to overcome your emotions and some weaknesses, the main being greed. You know, when you're starting with $50 and you want the opportunity come for you to trade, the patience is there, the greed is not there, but the amount is too small to trade. It's so frustrating. You understand? You are a very good trader, or you feel like a very good trader. You are trading with $50, and there's an opportunity to trade. You realize that you are winning, but and everything about you is you are disciplined. There's no greed, but the $50 trading is too small to trade with. You become frustrated. So I would advise that you start trading with $500, $1,000, but you should be disciplined. You should not have greed. Make sure your greed is brought down, is lowered. Many traders lose because their psychology, their framework, their mental framework is off. Because of greed, fear of losing, or the excitement of winning without discipline and patience. So depending upon the psychology of a person, and the person's financial power. If you don't have the money, you cannot put big money into it. Do you understand? When you look at fishermen, the fishermen who use canoe, they don't go deep into the sea because their canoe cannot carry them deep into the deep seas. So they fish closer to the shore. And those who use fishing hooks, they stand at the shore and they throw their hooks into the sea because that is their ability and their capability to be able to fish. But if you have a fishing trawler, you can go many miles into the sea. But if you have a big trawler, you can go weeks into the deep sea, and you bring out the tuna, the big tunas, the sharks, and so on. So depending upon the size and the volume of your pockets, that will determine the amount of money you put inside. It does not mean if you have big money, you're a millionaire, you just put all money into it. No, you will end up destroying the money, or the trade will chop your money. So please be disciplined. Don't be greedy. Greed, the thing that kills most traders. Be disciplined. Don't have fear of losing out, and so on. And let me tell you something. Never go and borrow money to start trading. I repeat, never go and borrow money to start trading. Just start with the little you have. Never go and borrow money to start trading. Just start with the little you have. Come back to the question again. Is it advisable to start trading with the amount that you have? And make sure you don't take all your money from the bank because you think you win. No. You have to cut your coat according to the size of your material, or according to your size. If you have 1 million, if you have $1,000 in your account, it does not mean your children or your family, or you have to put all the money into this thing. No, this is not gambling. You have $1,000. Do your budget well. Take about maybe half of it and put into the trading. As your discipline is intact, your greed level is intact. But if you have not overcome greed, fear, indiscipline, please still continue with paper money. So a person can start with $1,000 and make profits, and another person can start with $5,000 and he can lose all. That is forex trading. So how much do you need to trade with? I can't tell you. To depend upon the type of trading you are doing, to depend upon the size of your pocket, it will depend upon the condition of the trading, It will depend upon what you can afford. It will depend upon your psychology. Have you been able to overcome greed? And you cannot overcome greed totally, but you need to bring down your greed level. You need to remove greed from your life so much that when you see profits, you go by your timetable, you go by your level, by your discipline. And when the trader is telling you that trade, and you look at your discipline level, you look at what you have set down, your plans, you don't go against your plan. You be disciplined. And if you are not disciplined, I'll advise you to make sure you are disciplined, your greed, your impatience level are all down before you start trading. God bless you. God bless you. Start trading, and I tell you that it is profitable. May God bless you. I'm Dr. Niboche Chrysolite. See you in the next lesson.